Gizmo, let the birds out. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Everybody says they have never, ever heard a bird speak like he does.
Giz, can you turn around?
Why?
Because I want to see your handsome grey face.
He comes over and he looks over and he's like, "What are you doing now?" And I'm like, "I'm cleaning."
I gotta roll with this. Here we go. Hang on.
Here we go. Can you sing me a song, please?
Alright.
What are you gonna sing?
Be Siri.
No. Sing a song. That's love pops.
There's not been a single day that he hasn't said something new.
Is it a wet fart?
Tickle, tickle.
But when we rescued Gizmo, he was completely broken. He was so sad.
You a boy? He's a good boy, and he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy.
And Gizmo, bless his heart, he was caged for a majority of his 16 years. He was in a room on his own and he had no toys. He came from an older couple, and unfortunately the birds that didn't get bonded with them were just left in their cages. And that is why I feel he's so gifted in his speech, because he had nothing else to concentrate.
I love you.
I love you, Giz.
Leia. Peekaboo.
I see you.
And they said that he wasn't a right fit for our family.
Hi, Gizmo.
But we said if there's something about him, we would love the opportunity.
Squallow.
We went to go look at the rescue center and said we would love to have him.
Sorry,
So we took the challenge on, and it was the best thing we've ever done.
We brought him home, and for 2 weeks we didn't let him out of the cage.
And then after 2 weeks, we let him out of his cage, and he came out and he made such fast progress so quickly.
You want to see my water?
You want to say what?
Aww.
What? You never said that.
At first, he just would say random words. He'd just be mimicking like typical parrots do. And he'd sing and I'd sing with him.
Bird?
Yes, she does. Mom does love her bird.
So anytime he spoke and I spoke back, he'd stop for a second. He's like, "Wait, okay, I used to be in a room completely on my own, and I would get probably 20 minutes a day of humans, and now I get all day, all your attention."
And he just flourished ever since being at our house.
Birds don't rock.
What do? They poo?
His timing on his little jokes that he does is impeccable. He is 100% a stand-up comedian.
Let the birds out. Chirp.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh,
Did it?
that's right.
But what's interesting is since having Gizmo, we've noticed his voice is starting to change and adapt.
Bye. I'm Gizmo.
If he's annoyed, he'll be like, "What you doing now? Like, come on."
Really? What's the matter, boy?
Or if it's like something sweet, he'll be like, "Oh, what you doing now?"
He knows when you're
What you doing?
awake. I'm singing Christmas song.
I'm just excited for his future. And he brings us all together and he makes every single person happy.
Oh, it's quick.
Giz, I love you. Do you love me?
It's okay, buddy. Come on in, brother. Bring your food in. You are clear. The coast is clear. Come on in, buddy. Come on in.
Cinnabon would visit probably a few times a week at this point.
Remember how I said Cinnabon's a window peeper? Well, look, there he is.
He would take a bite to eat, and then he'd kind of look around. He was very wired with attention and looking for predators. And once he would spot me, he would make eye contact, and his eyes would get really big, and he would freeze. And then if I moved a little bit or breathed or whatever, he would turn around and run. He probably thought that it was unusual that there's so much food and it could be a trap.
Oh, he's worried. You come inside, brother. Here, I'll step back. Come here. Come on in. No threats inside. You can come in. Threat level 0.
And then eventually, in time, he got a little more used to me.
Hi, sweetie. Hey, why are you so flinchy? Come on inside, brother. Come on inside. Come here. We got candy in here.
I initially thought he maybe just needed some temporary help and was passing through. And then I didn't realize he was homeless and actually needed a home more than just food.
Do I have to get a treat out for you? Do I have to get a treat out for you? Just like old times, huh? Do I have to get a treat out? I might have to do that. Let's see if I can get him in with some treats.
I could tell he wanted inside, but he didn't have all the courage to actually make that leap.
Window peeper, he wants inside. I'm gonna let him in just a minute.
And then one day, I had the sliding door open, and he would just stand there, and he would tiptoe a little bit in.
I'll throw one to you. Here you go. Hey, here you go. There you go. Aw, good boy.
When Cinnabon first came in the house, that was a huge moment because I knew that this was breaking a lot of ground with him. And then he ran downstairs and hid under a bed for probably 2 to 4 hours. So I gave him some space and he eventually came out and would come to me. But there was still a challenge of him not wanting to be petted.
Ooh. Whoa. I guess he's done. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, hey.
But then he bumped his head on my arm and kind of rubbed his cheek on my arm.
Good morning, sweetheart.
And then once he let me pet him, it accelerated pretty fast from there. We go for walks in the woods and he would follow me like a dog.
His daddy.
He just runs and hops up a tree, and that's just the funniest thing because a lot of this is new to me. He's a very affectionate cat, and he shows his emotions with a lot of meows. And we'll watch movies together, and then he'll rest his chin on my arm, which is really cute.
We're watching the Terminator, aren't we, little boo?
He has a really well-balanced life now, being inside and outside when he wants to be.
Want to go back inside, buddy?
Especially when we're together outside. He loves when I'm walking with him in the woods. There's always new things I'm figuring out about him. You can tell he's really happy.
Good morning to my sweet little Cinnabon, huh?
I was told by someone else that you never really choose a cat will choose you, and he certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
And it opened up a lot of doors for me, and learning empathy, learning to provide for an animal, and also being part of their life. That's really amazing to me.
Oh my goodness.
My husband and I and my sons all of a sudden have found ourselves with a beaver in the house. The favorite thing for her to do is run down our hallway and go find stuffed animals. She would come out of her kennel and go stand up and put her little paws up and make this really adorable little sound like, "Hey, Mom, can I come out?" It was just, too much cuteness even for me. She loved following me like a little puppy dog. We had quite a road ahead of us with Tulip. It was a group of construction workers working on electric poles. And Tulip crawled up on a man's boot and just sat there and was like, "I don't have a home." So this nice man picked up this tiny little fluff ball and brought it to the wonderful rehabilitator in North Mississippi.
Oh, I got you.
But it soon became apparent that Tulip was suffering with a lot more illness and issues And because I am raising 2 healthy, well-adjusted beavers, she sent Tulip down to Woodside and myself.
Go get you something to eat.
When she arrived, she was incredibly tiny because she had spent her entire little first part of life trying to just survive, fighting off illnesses. And so when we first got her, it was just 24-hour care. She had a history of some seizures. She had a really nasty pneumonia. So her immune compromise created a scenario where she could literally not be on the ground. So we immediately brought her back inside. She stayed inside with us 24 hours and 7 days a week. I never let her back on the ground. We would take her into the veterinarian. X-rays, laser therapy, fluids, treatments, pain medication. It was quite a road. And so it was a long summer. But I knew, I'm like, she's a fighter. It was a wonderful, wonderful day when I could actually let her back outside. That was like so much fun for her. So every single day, as that time increased about when she wanted out to go play, we knew she was on her way to recovery. She tends to use her left paw to scratch, but her right paw cannot stay still, so it tends to do this little cute little movement, and it looks like a dance. So she stands up and she's scratching with her left hand and her little right hand is moving, and oh my gosh. Now that all of her fur has grown back, she is doing a better job, but it is still really adorable.
So the back here, the inflammation has gone down. She's feeling much better.
I am incredibly attached to this little animal. I would say it's one of the strongest animal bonds I've ever had in my career. I do believe that Tulip sees me as mom. That little cry when she sees me, the sitting up, being so excited. She likes to sit on my lap. She likes to wrestle and play every single day, and it's my job. It's our job to be that for her right now. Obviously, I'm really bonded with Tulip, and it's not just me, it's my whole family, and it's really an amazing feeling to have an animal connection like that.
Every day when I go on my kayak, I know there's an otter named Leia waiting for me. When I'm out in the kayak, I see this little nose in the water. And then she comes around and just jumps up in the kayak and wants to be cuddled. Are you loving the view, Leia? If I would try to ignore her, I think she would try to jump into my suit. I think it's a little bit of safety for her to just swim up and hold my hand. She knows she has access to me, and I'm a big animal in this lake, so no one will attack her as long as she's around me. She's the most playful animal I have ever met. But it was a little bit of a struggle when we found her, because I knew that she needed to help. The first time I met Leia was when I was out and walking in the forest. Then we suddenly heard a noise that we haven't heard before, and it sounded like some kind of distressed animal. And when we came closer, then we could see that it was actually a little small baby otter that was laying in this grass. So then we realized that we needed to start a retriever and help her with food and water. So the first days was very much focused just to get her to start to drink and eat and make sure that she didn't have any wounds or anything else. But then also trying to get her a nest where she can feel secure and having a good sleep. Leia, are you ready to see your new nest? So we built a small nest for her where she could cuddle in. Then she also had this little baby bear as well, so she would feel like it was like a sibling to her. Leia is learning how to swim. So we needed to take small steps for her and start with this baby pool. And when she got confident with that, then we took her to the lake outside. It's okay, girl. We started to put a small little leash on her, just to be able to have some control of her if she got scared. Slowly, she figured out that this was not any problem for her. This is her element. When me and Leia are out with the kayak, it's like exploration of the big world with a father and a daughter. She will cuddle up and have a small nap in my knee. She sneaks up in my jacket and she sneaks up under this life vest. So I think the kayak was the most perfect way for her to interact with me. I would never actually think that Otter would be so affectionate. When she comes back and just wants to chill in the couch and cuddle with me. But when she grew up and got more independent, I knew it was time to let her go. It's one of the greatest things we have here on Earth, is the interaction with animals. I don't think I could imagine that this kind of experience would happen to me. These last 2 years, she's been a very big part of my life. It's been completely amazing to have this time with Leia. This is like once in a million to have this opportunity. Yeah, for the future, I wish you will have a really long life and that it will be filled with joy and playfulness.
When we first saw Sprout, we weren't even fully sure what we're looking at first. She was so matted that she could barely walk.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
That definitely was the worst I've seen.
How you doing, bud?
She just seemed really scared and needed our help.
This is connected. Oh. Yeah, let me just grab his towel because he's very wet.
She went straight to our clinic to get groomed. It took several hours. Just, be careful to not injure her further.
You got it? Yeah!
Oh, I mean, that weighs more, like, that's a whole cat.
And at the end, it was 32.4 pounds of fur we weighed.
I don't really think I want to hold it.
You have to.
So she had just been carrying an extra dog, basically.
It's really heavy.
Sprout was found in the middle of an intersection. We don't know how long she was out there. A car saw her in the road and stopped, and they were able to wave down a police car. Because she was so large, they needed to use the wagon vehicle. It definitely didn't happen overnight. It definitely was something that, she likely had been neglected for quite some time. And so we found a completely different dog underneath all the fur. And she seemed a lot happier and a lot lighter.
Hi.
And then shortly after her groom, she went to her foster home. She was unsure in the beginning, a little timid.
Hey, Sprout.
In her foster home, she didn't have much of an appetite. She really just sniffed around the yard and didn't really want to do much out there.
Good job, sweet girl. You got it. Good job.
A few days after that, she went on her first walk and did really well. It was nice to see that she still just enjoyed being outside and being on walks.
Come here. Come on.
Sprout really enjoyed her time with Elisa and loved getting spoiled. She seemed to come out of her shell. She really kind of just became goofy after a few days.
But it was time to say goodbye.
So we really wanted to make sure we found the right person for her. Sprout found the best family for her. They had their own Mastiff, and they were looking for a buddy, and so it seemed like a good fit. She loves her brother. Her brother's name is Wally. It's really great to see them playing and running around the yard. And she's doing really great in their home. They love her, yeah. They definitely, I think, made the right decision in adopting her. I'm just amazed that it's the same dog that we found on the street that day. I think she just needed to be more in a normal situation to come out of her shell. She just really was able to bounce back from her past.
Come here. Everyone wants to see your hair growth.
And have a happy, healthy life despite everything she went through.